Hey everybody, Who's Your Jedi here with another review for you. This time I'm talking episodes 5 and 6 of Season 5 of Arrow. So It Begins and Vigilante. I know these reviews are going up kind of late. Check my recent channel update to find out exactly why things have been so crazy around here lately. But anyway, let's get right into these episodes. And this is some good stuff. The main thing that I like about these episodes is that there's some very serious changes in the way people attitudes present themselves. And so it begins. Everybody on the team really reacts poorly to finding out about the list and all the people that Oliver killed back in season one. And they basically call him a serial killer. And Oliver is not exactly able to dispute that. But by the time the next episode rolls around and Vigilante pops up, initially, most of the rookies are kind of supportive of him, even though he's going around killing people. And it takes Oliver pointing out, like, wait a minute, me killing people a couple of years ago, realizing I was wrong, and kind of at this point, sort of waffling about maybe whether or not killing is a good idea or not. That you guys have a problem with. This guy, you don't have any problem with him killing lots and lots of people. And Oliver was totally right to do that. The team were seriously being very hypocritical there. And of course, the main thing was that Oliver, even when he was sort of in serial killer mode, made it a point not to kill people who were innocent. Vigilante doesn't have a problem with that. He just writes them off as collateral damage, even though he himself is responsible directly for the deaths of innocent people. He simply just doesn't care. Oliver's at a point where he's kind of waffling on whether or not killing people is a great idea. But here in this attitude that Vigilante presents shows just how easy it is if you start going down that road, just how easy it is to just sort of disregard human life, especially that of even innocent people eventually. Now Oliver's at the point where, yes, if he has no other alternative, he will kill someone. That's what happened with the first Count Vertigo. He didn't really have any other option when it came to Damien Dark. But it's not something that he does lightly. So these episodes did a nice job of showing that contrast and why it's an important distinction. And it also sort of shows like why Oliver, despite his flaws, is the genuine hero, while Vigilante is basically just another serial killer who victims tend to be most of the time people who deserve it. But if people who are innocent get in the way and get killed, he's not going to be losing any sleep over it. So let's see. Getting down to more specifics, nothing really particularly huge to say about the whole Quentin thing. Him coming clean about the fact, like, yeah, I never actually really quit drinking. Yeah, big surprise. Him opening up to Thea about the whole, I might be Prometheus thing. Well, thankfully Thea realizes, like, yeah, there's not a chance in hell you're Prometheus. But her getting Quentin to head over to an AA meeting and saying, like, hey, I'm going to wait out here for you. And basically saying, like, you know what? I know you're going through bad times, but I believe in you. I'm not going to abandon you no matter what you say or what you do. I'm here for you because you've become a part of our family, and this is what families do for each other. Now think about what a journey that's been from back in the early part of season one, where Quentin was just itching for an excuse to throw Oliver in jail. Let's see, what else? Nothing really particularly huge to say about Renee, other than the fact that him bonding with Diggle is pretty cool. I mean, I think Renee's kind of figured out that, Diggle's right. He and I are guys who, in a lot of ways, are very similar. And him arranging for Lila and John Jr. to be able to come and visit Diggle, that was really sweet. Nothing particularly to say about what's going on with Rory. Although was he doing Tai Chi there in the Arrow Cave? That's what it looked like to me. And I'm also glad they kind of realized, like, you know what, since bullets can't hurt Ragman, maybe we should let him take point when it comes to lots of guys shooting at us with guns. Which, if they'd done that before, Renee wouldn't have got kidnapped and tortured. Again, nothing particularly to say about Felicity and Billy Malone, other than it's a little suspicious just how cool this guy is, that Felicity works for the Green Arrow, who is a vigilante. I think Billy's a guy we're going to have to keep an eye on there. Now, Adrian Chase, okay, if you know the comics, you know this guy's deal. But that whole thing with him getting up in that robber's face and pointing out, like, oh, you think you've been through some stuff? I have been through some stuff and you don't even know. That was really, really good stuff. I mean, that was just very well executed. It comes off as like very, very creepy, very scary, and I'm definitely looking forward to see a little bit more of Chase. I really do want to know more about what this guy's story is. Let's see what else. Now I do like what's going on here with Flashback. First of all, I'm absolutely loving Dolph Lundgren as Kovar. I don't think I've seen very much Dolph Lundgren since The Expendables. Even then, I wasn't really super hot on those movies. But now that he's actually got something in terms of characterization to really chew on, it's good stuff. Kovar is both threatening, he's charming, and he raises a really interesting philosophical questions like, is good and evil really just a matter of perspective? And he even points it into Oliver's face. It's like, hey, dude, you thought the Bratva had your back? You thought they were your brothers? Dude, they just used you because they wanted something. And he ultimately turns out to be right. The Bratva apparently were just using Oliver to get something. So where do things go with Oliver and the Bratva? Here, what's going to happen with his relationship with Anatoly, who genuinely is Oliver's friend? Or is he? I mean, it's going to be pretty interesting to see where all this goes. Nothing particular to say about what's going on with Prometheus. I mean, the whole "so it begins" thing with fire was really cool, but killing people whose names happen to be anagrams of people whose names were on Oliver's list, that's laying it on a little thick. Plus, okay, let's just kind of let that one go. Definitely liked the vigilante costume. I like the fight between Oliver and the recruits at the bank. Shows vigilante is not somebody who is to be taken lightly. And of course, the whole thing with Oliver trying to unmasking and having it blow up in his face. Yeah, this shows that vigilante is a smart guy and is a serious threat to the team. Never mind the fact that not only does he cool with killing innocents, he's perfectly willing to pop one in Curtis's head, even though Curtis is unquestionably a good guy. It's just like, okay, if you're going to get in my way, then I'm just going to kill you like any other criminal. I mean, that right there proves that your vigilante is not something that they can have running around the streets. And yeah, I really can't think of anything else I have to say. It's always unfortunate when I get behind and have to do these reviews a fair bit of time after I've seen these episodes, simply because it's just hard to remember all the things that I would normally want to talk about. But nonetheless, guys, I'm going to call it here. As always, please comment, rate, subscribe. Of course, please follow me on Twitter at Hoosier Jedi, and also join me on Tumblr, Jedi Review. Until next time, take care and have a good one.